We've been crisscrossing the country to report on this tally, and we've seen this increase in candidates identifying as democratic socialists this year. But the question is, what does it really mean, and can it work in America's heartland? Take a look.
Hey, a once atomic label.
Capitalism has got to go. The establishment is terrified of that word, socialism.
Democratic socialists have become a growing faction on the left, hoping for big wins in this year's midterm elections at all levels of government.
I am a dues-paying Democratic socialist.
They're demanding Medicare for all, free college tuition, and a $15 minimum wage.
Do you consider yourself a socialist?
For me, what it means is that I think in a modern society, people should have access to health care and education and access to housing.
Polls show nearly 2/3 of all voters under the age of 30 say they would vote for a socialist, and 57% of Democrats now view socialism positively, some even running themselves.
I consider myself definitely anti-capitalist.
Thank you so much.
Summer Lee and Sarah Innamorato each defeated incumbents to win their primary races for the Pennsylvania state legislature.
Capitalism doesn't work for my community. It's so funny because when people talk about socialism, they always say, look at Venezuela. But when we talk about the failures of capitalism, no one ever says, look at Braddock, look at Detroit.
And so what about critics who say you can fix the existing system, you don't have to create a new socialist one?
When? When will it get fixed? This experiment has been going on for centuries now.
Are we seeing more and more people identifying as socialists?
Absolutely, because people are realizing how capitalism has let them down.
But the movement has its critics among conservative Republicans.
Policy positions are actually downright scary.
Name one country that socialism has ever worked.
Even some establishment Democrats say socialism can't win in America's heartland.
I don't think that you can go too far to the left and still win the Midwest.
Here in Missouri, groups like the Democratic Socialists of America are out fixing cars and trying to win votes.
First thing that stood out was free education. If it falls under what I believe in, then I guess I'm socialist / democratic.
And it's working.
I don't think there's a huge difference. There are certainly people here who need socialism just the same as there are people in New York.
With over 49,000 members across the country, their membership has grown 600% in the past 2 years, which is why socialist candidates say this is their year to win.
This is what our country needs. This is what young people need so we can see a brighter, more diverse and inclusive future.
A message they'll keep pushing all the way through November.
The Democratic Socialists of America say they saw their biggest increase in membership for a single day in the hours after Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez won her New York primary. And Democratic Socialist candidates say that these midterms are really a chance for voters to finally make sure that everyday people have equal access to American benefits and to the American dream. Hallie. NBC's Morgan Radford. Morgan, thank you much for joining us on the show. It's always a pleasure to have you. Appreciate it. Thank you for checking out our YouTube channel. Why don't you subscribe? It's really easy. Just click on that button down there. And for more news from MSNBC, click on any of these videos here for the latest interviews and highlights. You can get more videos from MSNBC with our newsletters. Head over to msnbc.com/newsletters to sign up.